Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're talking about only things that I love. This is just a favorites video. We're talking about all the good things, all the makeup, skincare, hair care, lifestyle, a little bit of everything that has just been bringing me joy. All the good things. No fails, no bad stuff, all positivity in this video. It's just everything that is good and happy and gives me warm fuzzy feelings on the inside. And yeah, it's almost like a little bit of a gratitude video. At the end I kind of include a little bit of something like that where we just talk about things that we're grateful for, kind of thankful and lovey-dovey mushy emotional stuff at the end. But yeah, we talk about a little bit of everything, just all things good. So if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you have been loving lately, what has brought you joy, made you happy, give you warm, fuzzy feelings on the inside. It could be something as little as a lipstick or a new lip gloss to some big, crazy life moment, whatever it is that is bringing you joy. Let me know in the comments because I absolutely love hearing what makes you guys happy. It's just this really nice kind of vibe that happens in the comment section where we just talk about all the good things, and it's very wholesome and loving and kind and just good community vibes that I want to create over here where we escape to just pure happiness for a moment. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, my hair is a little wonky today. Like, it's still kind of damp. Like, my hair hasn't 100% dried yet, so don't judge it looking kind of flat and a little stringy. It's because it's slightly damp, and yeah. Look, I do not want to put the diffuser back on my head right now because A, it scares the puppy, my 10-year-old dog who's asleep on the floor in her little bed. She's napping. I don't want to disturb her. She hates the diffuser and blow dryer. She don't like the noise. It's so hot already. I'm already hot from lights and all that. I don't want to blow hot air on myself anymore. And we've already done the diffuser for today. I don't need puppy commentary. She's been on one today with the barking just since we got up today. She is in a mood. She is on one, and she is very opinionated. Aren't we, Pumpkin? Yeah. So, anyway, let's start with makeup, because makeup is my favorite thing, and that's kind of the subject in which this channel is built around, is makeup. I'm going to start with kind of an odd thing. This is the e.l.f. No Budge eyeshadow stick. This is included in the Only Things I Love video. Not because it's a great stellar product or that the color of it's amazing. This is the rose gold shade, by the way. No, I'm included because I like it as an eyeshadow base. It gives a soft sheen that looks really pretty on the lids. It doesn't crease. It just makes a really good primer, basically, because it's a long wear eyeshadow crayon, and the color of this, the rose gold, is like such a nothing color that it blends basically right into my skin tone, and it just has a soft sheen to it. It's not like super shimmery or anything. Should have a swatch in my B-roll, but see, it's like nothing. It's nothing, but it does so great as an eye primer, and I have very oily lids, and when something can keep my eyeshadow from creasing, I'm all about it. And just something about the slight shimmer in this and the metallic quality of it looks really nice. I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I like it, and that's why this is why it's in the Only Things I Love video. Is it a super impressive eyeshadow stick? Beyond that, no, it's actually not. It's not that great. It just works really well as a primer. So yeah, this palette from Revolution Beauty, or Makeup Revolution. I think they're the Revolution Beauty now, but they used to be Makeup Revolution. Or are they trying to Mandela effect me? Are they like trying to gaslight me into thinking that they were never called Makeup Revolution? Because I'm telling you, they were called that at one point. And I think they were also trying to call themselves something else at one point. We have From Revolution Beauty, which is what the display says at Target now. This is the Eternal Icon palette. This is a pretty new launch from them. I saw this at Target and was like, oh my gosh, I need that. Because look at these colors. These are my kind of colors. This is kind of a format dupe of Patrick Ta, where you got the two creams at the end. Mattes along the bottom, shimmers along the top, but it's also trying to kind of dupe a little bit of Huda Beauty with the various formulas at the top, where you have like some special shades with some swirls in them and some that are wavy and different textures and formulations going on. So it's a little all over the place as far as that goes. So it's not a direct dupe of anything, but you can see some heavy inspiration from some couple of brands here. I don't mind. They're trying to do something a little more original here and not completely copy something. So I'm going to give them credit where credit's due on that. And the formula in here and the quality is stellar. Like, they did so good on this palette. I love it. The color story is pretty original as well. I don't think I've seen anything that this is duping color-wise. You've got a lot of different vibes going on in here. You've got very earthy tones. This is called the Eternal Icon, by the way, if I didn't say that already. They have 4 colorways of this. There's a cool tone one that I got to get my hands on. Actually, you know, I kind of think I want all of them. They retail for $12, so it's not a bad price point. And the quality is dang good. The only dud in this one is this one cream shade. It's just a little too glossy, and I don't know if it's intended to be that way or not. It might just be a personal preference thing that I just don't particularly love an eye gloss type of formula. But in the demo, I did use this cream shade up here as a base on my lids, and I don't have any creasing. And it works pretty well as a like blanking out shade. And yeah, other than that, the mattes in here blend like a dream. The pigmentation is 10 out of 10. Everything about this is such a fun palette, and I like the variety of textures and formulas within it. It just adds to the elements of fun, and they all perform really well. Everything is very creamy, buttery, pigmented, easy to work with, blendable. Nothing's messy or crazy. It works. It's easy to use, and I think it's fun, and I really enjoy the color story quite a bit. Having so much fun with that. I've done so many looks, which I'm sure I put on the screen. If I didn't, girl, what's wrong with you? Why don't you put them on the screen so everybody could see? Such a fun palette. I've had a lot of coffee today. And speaking of palettes, moving over to the more high-end side of things, the Danessa Myricks Blooming Romance palette. Me and this palette, we have got a bond, a deep bond. I love this color story within here. These colors are just, they speak to me. They're right up my alley. I love blushy tones and vampy dark colors. Like, there's some gothic vibes here, gothic romance vibes. There's some soft vibes. You can do so much with this palette. Blush, lips, eyes. If you have reddish hair, brows. It's so good and so fun. It is a palette that truly brings out the creativity in me. It makes me feel like I'm painting when I use it, and it's just a joy to use. There's something very satisfying about this palette. I love the pomade formula for the cheeks, the lips, as liner. I don't like to put them directly into my crease because I will get a little bit of creasing with them, but I love them blended out, kind of this outer part. On the lid I can use them, and they do great. The mattes blend amazingly. They feel like silk. They use such a wonderful texture to everything in this palette. The creams have a really nice stiff formulation that's very easy to work with, and it doesn't go all over the place. The pigmentation is crazy good. I love this palette, and it is a perfect extension of defining neutrals. I just literally blanked for like what felt like 5 minutes there trying to think of the name of that. Anyways, it's the perfect extension of defining neutrals, and I called it. I thought, you know what she needed was a blushy tone palette, and here's Danessa did it. And as you guys know, I fangirl for Danessa Myricks. I love her so much. So she can do no wrong in my book, but this palette is pretty dang good. regardless of my feelings about Danessa Myricks and how much I adore her. The palette itself, I think, is just stellar quality and fun. It's fun, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think the colors are beautiful. I cannot wait to see what she's going to do next within the Groundwork range, because I think it's such an innovative, cool concept, and her brand makes me excited about makeup. Like her launches, there's an innovation to her brand. She's trying to do something new and different with her formulations. They're not like everything else you see on the market. She's doing her own thing over there, and it is paying off, and I'm just really excited to see what she's going to launch next. I think she has found a way to balance consumer with makeup artist, like professional kit makeup with consumer makeup that is just for the makeup enthusiast and everyday user. She's found a way to merge those two worlds really well and also bring a lot of creativity in and inspiration to be more creative with your makeup and just really new cool formulas. You can tell she is truly hands-on with this brand. It is coming from a makeup artist's perspective, and what I feel like she's making products that she wants and wants to use, and I think that's really cool and special. It's not just, it doesn't feel like cash grab makeup, and it doesn't feel boring or like everything else on the market. Her brand feels like something unique and cool. I have got two foundations that I have been just back and forth between these two so much. The Makeup Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation. I have this in F2. This is one of the most beautiful foundations at the drugstore that I've ever used. It has, I think, beat out all of them. Really. I don't know what Revolution Beauty is doing over there, but they are just knocking it out of the park for me lately. See, okay, on this, look, it says Revolution Makeup Revolution London. What is their name? What is their name? Oh, I'm just calling them Revolution. The Skin Silk Foundation is absolutely stunning. Great wear time, just looks beautiful on the skin. It's affordable, it has a good shade range. It's just so nice, so luxe feeling. This feels like a luxury product in formulation, application, wear. The way it looks on the skin, it looks so expensive. Just the glass bottle that it comes in also, look, this is so nice. Like the packaging, everything about this is so luxe feeling. If you told me this was Chanel or Dior, I would believe you. Like if you bottled this with no label and said, hey, this is a new Dior foundation, this is a new Armani foundation or whoever foundation, I would believe you 100%. The fact that it's Makeup Revolution or Revolution Beauty or Revolution Makeup Revolution London, whatever their name is, I think they're gaslighting me. I'm not Ingrid Bergman. You can't gaslight me. I forgot what I was saying. It is making me go crazy. It's working. You are gaslighting me. I don't remember what I was saying about this foundation at all. Let's just sum it up, say this is a beautiful foundation, and I think it can rival any high-end product that you put up against, or any other drugstore foundation for that matter. It's one of the best ones I've used all year, and I've used some really good foundations this year. Like this is recent, like the last couple of years, foundations have been 10 out of 10 for me. I've had some amazing luck with foundations and complexion products and loved a lot of them, but this is one of the ones that stands out amongst them all as one of the best. And yeah, I just think it looks so pretty on the skin. I think it can work for any skin type, oily, dry, whatever. It's gonna work for you, and the coverage level is just that perfect level. It has a skin-like glow to it. It's not super duper shimmery glowy or anything like that. It looks kind of a satin skin-like finish, and you can of course make it a little more matte with your, depending on what primer you pair with it, and powders, and you can make it a little more glowy depending what you pair with it as well. Very adjustable in that way, but it just has such a smooth quality to it, kind of a filtered look. Girl, Revolution Beauty they knock it out of the park when it comes to complexion products. Their formulations are just 10 out of 10s for me. I love their IRL line, the concealers. They do so good. And this is just amazing. It's a beautiful product. Every time I put it on, I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, you're so nice. You're so nice. How are you only like $12? And the next foundation is from Urban Decay. This is the Face Bond foundation. Now, this one is so good for these hot summer months because the wear time on it is insane. Now, the Skin Silk one also has incredible wear time. I've worn both of these to the gym on heavy leg day and looked great when I got home. Like, impressive. Like, they held up impressively well, where I was like, wow. Because, I mean, on leg day, girl, I get sweaty. And in this heat, I am constantly sweaty. Even with the AC at the gym, girl, I'm just pouring buckets. Like, I am dripping sweat. And both of these hold up so well. What's cool about the Face Bond one is that you don't have to set it down with powder. It self-sets. And you can just wear it all day and have a pretty perfect complexion for the bulk of the day. And it's easy to touch up. It looks good. It is so incredibly adjustable with the coverage level. You can get light coverage, like super light skin tint coverage from it, all the way up to full coverage. It is so adjustable as far as that goes. And the finish is very adjustable. You can add powder if you need to, if you want to look more matte. This on its own has a satin finish to me, where it's not flat matte, but it's not glowy either. Like, it's somewhere in between, but it leans like kind of more velvety finish on the skin, a very soft focus look. You can pair this up with like something like Flawless Filter or Lumi Glotion and have the most beautiful finish to the skin. Like, that's my favorite way to wear this, is with Flawless Filter, e.l.f. Halo Glow, Lumi Glotion underneath, something like that. I think it looks so pretty. And this has worn really well no matter what is going on with my skin. I've had a good makeup day with this one. On days where my skin's been super dry, it's looked great. On days when I've been super oily, it's looked great. It's held up all day on me. You can get like just absolute most full glam from it to just the softest no makeup look as well. It's so versatile. This is one of those foundations that checks all the boxes for me. Versatility, wear time, appearance on the skin. Like, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't look cakey, it just looks really nice. You can apply it in so many different ways. Like, it's such a customizable foundation. And that's one of my favorite features of it. And the wear time is incredible. And the fact that you don't have to even wear powder with it. I rarely come across a product that I don't have to use powder. Even on my drier days. Like, I still get a little surface dry, I still get a little oily, and I'm usually have to powder. This one, nah, it just wears beautifully. Yeah, these two foundations have been my top tier ones, like top shelf, best of the best ones right now, and I love them. I think they're probably gonna make it into the year-end favorites because they're that good, and I think they're both very impressive products. And the Urban Decay Face Bond, to me, is a little bit more innovative type of foundation. It's definitely cool and something you need to experience yourself to see how it works, because it may not be something for everyone, because everybody has their personal preferences. But this is one that, if you have the opportunity to get a sample of it in store, try it out and see what you think, because I think it's a really cool, innovative product. Next up is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Powder. Oh my gosh, this is the Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder with Hyaluronic Acid Vitamin C Complex. This is such a good powder, you guys. It does come in shades. I have it in the translucent white, which is pretty brightening on me. And because I'm very pale, it's fine. But if I over apply, I can definitely get a little ghostly looking. So I have to rein in a little bit with this one, but this is a very, very soft powder, very, very finely milled, super silky feeling powder. And it has a very slight skin-like glow within that's really hard to detect. It's, I believe what they described as, was it softly mattifying? Lightly mattifying is how this is described. It is meant more for the blurring effect, and the soft focus look that it gives is what it's kind of marketed for. Not so much for it being a super matte powder. It's a skin-like powder, but it definitely gives a beautiful, beautiful filtered, blurred look to the skin. Like, it softens the look of fine lines, wrinkles, pores. It's like airbrushing your face. It reminds me a lot of the NARS light reflecting powder in the formulation of it, except this one isn't so firmly pressed. Like, the NARS one is very, very firmly pressed, and like it feels like you're not picking anything up. This is a lot softer in texture and just super silky, finely milled powder. It feels lovely, and it makes your skin look so flawless. This looks beautiful on the under eye, all over the face, either or. It's a good powder. This bronzer from NYX. This is the Buttermelt Bronzer in All Buttered Up. First, it smells really good. It has a really nice shea butter type of smell to it, and I love that. I love that warm, toasty kind of smell. To me, it smells a little bit better than the Physicians Formula stuff, but it is a similar fragrance. And this is such a satisfying compact. This is, look, if I was going to do a video about satisfying packaging, this right here would be one of the stars of that video, because this is one of the most satisfying compacts I've ever come across. Like, I love the way it feels in my hand. I love the texture of it. It's just this really nice, really, really like heavy duty plastic, and just something about it feels really good, and it's very weighty. Like, this is heavy and just very well designed compact. Like, I don't know. I just really like the packaging a lot. I love the way it feels, and I like the color, how it's like the same as what's in it. I don't know why this is so satisfying to me, but it really is, and I just really like it. Anyway, the powder within, which is the most important part, is a super duper silky, nearly cream-like powder. It has a slight skin-like sheen to it, a bit of a radiance to it. It is not a matte bronzer. And when you apply it like this, like in a swatch, it looks almost shimmery. But it is, when it's blended down the skin with a brush or something, it just gives a nice kind of slightly radiant finish. Definitely not shimmery or in your face, glowy or anything like that. It's not a super duper matte finish. And the color of this one in particular, to me, looks so toasty, warm on my skin. It's just kind of like one of those perfect bronzer shades. Like, it's not quite a bronzer, it's not quite a blush. It's somewhere in between, and it gives this really beautiful warmth and sun-kissed look to my skin. Like, I've actually been outside and gotten some sun, and it kind of can function as a blush. Like, it has a little bit of both quality to it. Like, it gives structure, it gives warmth, it gives a slight blushiness. It is such a cool product. Just the texture of this is so nice. It is so silky. Like, you would almost think that's a cream. Very pigmented. And I think what is really cool about these Buttermelt bronzers is the versatility of the shades. Like, I feel like this is one of those few lines of bronzers where it's not just one shade's gonna suit you, but like multiple shades in the line can work for you. Because they have that kind of blush-like quality to them, I feel like I could wear like 4 different shades within the range and make them work for me, you know, depending on how pigmented I apply them, obviously. But there's something that feels very versatile about them. And like, multiple shades could work across the board for multiple skin tones. And there is a really nice shade range as well. Very, very nice shade range. And I can't wait to try the blushes. This bronzer is so good. It is very pigmented. You got to use a light hand with it. It definitely, the brush picks up a lot. It is a near dupe for Warm Soul from MAC. It is just slightly toastier, like a slight bit more bronze in it than Warm Soul, but they are virtually the same shade. Warm Soul just has a little bit more peach, but they are incredibly similar in swatch and the way they look on my face. I know in the pan they don't look alike at all. Like, I would never have thought they were dupes from one another, but when I put this on, I was like, you look familiar. And in swatch and application, these two are virtually the same. So if you're looking for a dupe of Warm Soul, check out All Buttered Up from NYX. So impressed with this formulation. I think it is just gorgeous. And I love the nuance within the colors and shades. They are very unique and definitely unique for the drugstore. And speaking of blushy products, next we have two of the Mega Glow Sticks from Wet n Wild. This is the two new shades they came out with, Current Jam and Dusty Pink. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, first up, let's talk about Current Jam. Current Jam is a gorgeous, kind of a little bit warm mauve-y shade. Like, let me just give you a little swatchy swatch right there. Isn't that pretty? Like, it's a toasty rosy color. Like, I wouldn't call this Current Jam. Like, it's a toasty rose to me, warm rose. And I think it's so, so pretty. I think it's pretty much matte, but sometimes I think I detect like a little bit of a sheen in it, but I think it's more of a matte formulation compared to their others. Like, it has a slight, almost like a satin look to it, but sometimes I can't tell if I'm really seeing that or if it's like my imagination. Also, check out my giant bruise here. I don't even remember how I did that. The other shade I got is Dusty Pink, which is definitely a glowy formulation and so pretty. It's a slight bit cooler than Current Jam and definitely rosy, and it has a really beautiful sheen to it. Like, this really reminds me of something from Charlotte Tilbury, but I cannot put my finger on what it is. But I'm like, I've seen this from a brand, this color, and it's just like escaping my mind of what product it is. Maybe it was one of the new highlighting products from Danessa Myricks. There's something I've seen at Sephora that looks like this. If it comes to me, I'll put it on the screen. But these are absolutely beautiful. The quality of these little Mega Glow Sticks, shockingly good. I would never guess in a million years that these would be as beautiful as they are and have such a great formulation. I have loved Peach Bums for the longest time. That one, actually, I used up a good portion of it and then it fell apart, so I have yet to repurchase it, but I keep meaning to. I love when the Nude Strikes highlighter. I have used and abused this poor thing. Look at that. It's falling apart. Floral Majority, another gorgeous shade from them. These are so good. And they have expanded the shade range even more. I think they have some more bronzer shades, some more highlight shades come out. The new ones, the packaging looks like this, and as opposed to like that. This is the older formula or older packaging. So yeah, they do have quite a few new shades, and I'm very excited about that. They are very affordable, beautiful quality. You can't beat those as far as a good cream blush goes. They are 10 out of 10. They look beautiful on the skin. They're not greasy. They're not yucky. They're nothing like I expected them to be. I really did expect them to be like just greasy and cheap and like kids makeup or something, but no, those are actually really impressively good. Last thing for makeup, these are two new collections from Kiss that just came out about 2 months ago-ish, 2-ish months ago. I don't know. Newer lines from Kiss. This is the Rebel collection. Let's see, voluminous shaggy faux mink effect lashes. These are so pretty. I have loved every single style that I've used from this Rebel line. This is the Rockstar style that I haven't gotten into yet, but I've used Vibing and I think Downtown Girl or something like that. I love them. And I thought these were going to be a little bit too big on me, most of the lashes in this range, but actually they all look really nice. These Rebel lashes all have such a beautiful cut to them and styling. They're very, very just delicate and well done. They look super high end. Like, they do not look like cheap drugstore false lashes. These are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, all of them. But these are meant to be like an effortless 90s cool style. Like, what do they describe these as? Smoky 90s retro look. But yeah, they have like the multi-dimensional texture, and they look real. Like, they look real. And they have really nice thin bands. I really enjoy these a lot, and they're very glam looking without looking fake or too much on me. They suit my eyes really well, and a lot of lashes kind of overwhelm my eyes, but I found that this Rebel range, if I'm looking for a little more glam, really nice, really nice. The taper on them is so well done on all of them in the collection. There's, of course, a variety of volume levels and lengths and everything, but all of them seem to work really well on my eye shape, and I'm very impressed and love that. I do have to trim them, of course, because I have very small eyes, but they are really good lashes. Just very impressed with this, all the styles within this Rebel range. They also come out with this collection called the New Natural, which are so pretty. They're truly just soft, natural looking lashes. Like, look at this. These are little half lashes called freckles. How gorgeous are these? I love them. And they have these individuals within the range that are so pretty. I'm wearing these today. This is the Clean and Defined Look with Lifted Effect Trio lashes. And yeah, they're just, look at this. Like, they're just right. They're just right. I have 2 clusters on each eye. I have a medium and a short. And they just, I don't know, they look perfect. And they don't look like I have lashes on. They blend really well with my natural lashes. And I just think they're so, so pretty. Every style within this collection is gorgeous as well. They're soft, sweet, very natural lashes. And definitely, if you are someone who likes a false lash but don't want one that's so over the top and crazy looking, this range is beautiful. It is that very much a clean girl lash, a minimal lash. And the Rebel lashes are more fun, a little more glam, but again, there's still a level of restraint where they're not like crazy looking on me anyway. They look really nice. It's a guest appearance. It's Pumpkin. Hello. Say hello, guys. Hi, I'm Pumpkin, and I demanded some attention. Yes, Miss Ma'am. And that leads me to my next little subject here, is that this little dog is healthy and happy. She had dental surgery this month or last month, and that was a very traumatic, scary day for us, huh? She had to have some extractions, a little dental surgery, and a cleaning. She had to have lots of medication, but she is all better at 100% now, with just a few less teeth, and she is thriving. And yeah, so I'm very, very grateful for this little dog's health. We've had a bit of a challenging month, which I'll get into in a minute, but yeah. But since she demanded some attention, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I'm very happy that she is happy and healthy and doing good and feeling so much better. Yeah, she had some serious teeth issues going, but she is all sorted out and thriving, absolutely thriving. So yeah, this little girl is definitely a always favorite, huh? Yes, we're always a favorite because she is one of the only things I love, for sure. One of the few things I truly love is this little dog. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. You can go get in your little bed. Before we start off track too much there, that little girl though, she definitely had a traumatic month herself with a pretty bad infection and medications and surgery and all that, and she's just been a little trooper. And she is 100% all better and absolutely thriving. So I'm very happy about that. Now, before I get into anything else, I do want to talk about some hair care products that I just have made me very happy and gave me some warm fuzzies when it comes to hair products. This is the custom hair system from Prose. You can customize everything from them: shampoo, conditioner, gels, curl creams, leave-ins, serum, scalp serum, hair mask, like everything. You can customize from start to finish every part of your hair care routine and your skincare routine from them. I selected 3 things from them, and this stuff was in partnership with them, but I'm so impressed by these products that they have made it into the favorites video. I'm not earning any affiliate money or anything by talking about this. This is truly just, I'm talking about it because I love them that much and think these are such cool products and such a cool system. It is definitely kind of a luxury to do this, do the custom hair care with Prose, but if it's in your budget, it is, I think, absolutely worth it. You can truly get product that is made for your hair, your environment, your lifestyle, everything. The type of water that you have at your home, like, it's so custom to you that is crazy. So I have the custom conditioner. This is an anti-brassiness conditioner with curl enhancement, and it is designed for my climate I live in and the water type that we have. It's designed to work with what we have and work best in the climate that I live in. And yeah, this is a wonderful conditioner. Tangles melt right out. It's easy to use. It keeps my hair from going too brassy. It does have a little bit of purple pigment in it. I selected one of the floral fragrances. I'll have that on the screen and the information about what I have in my custom formulation of the product on the screen, but it's all going to be totally different for you, your location, your lifestyle, your hair type. It's truly made just for you. And to me, this is a much more in-depth type of custom hair care. I know that there's some other ones on the market, like Function of Beauty. That's the one I was trying to think of the other day, that I've done the questionnaire for just for fun, just to see. And they ask you like 5 questions, right? Like, is that really that custom? You're picking your fragrance and like the color of the product. It's not really that custom to me. The quiz questionnaire aptitude test that you take for this stuff is so in-depth. They ask you just about like your diet, your lifestyle, all kinds of stuff, and it takes all of that into account with the formulations of the products. This is the conditioner. I think the conditioner is beautiful. Great slip to it. Very moisturizing. Gives great curl enhancement. It definitely does what it's meant to do, and I thoroughly enjoy it. The fragrance is 10 out of 10. They also have candles now with their fragrances, because their fragrances, girl, they are nice. And it's a lovely product, and they are made to order in Brooklyn and shipped to you. Like, when you get it, it has a bottled date on it. Like, this was bottled on 04/11/2024, and then it also will have an expiration date as well, because I think these are more clean ingredients, so they do expire. The aesthetic also is really nice, the whole apothecary vibe. And yeah, you can also redo the quiz or and tweak the formulation if you need to for the time of year. If your hair changes, skin changes, whatever, you can definitely redo your formulation and redo your quiz, update it, whatever you need to do to tweak something to make it work better for you. And I think that's really cool, because you can kind of tweak things seasonally, because things change seasonally with our hair and skin. And I think it's a really cool concept that you can do that. And you can also have these auto shipped to you. You keep this portion, you keep your pumps, and you'll just get a new bottle every month or so. So I also have the curl cream. This is for touchable waves, weightless definition. And again, you can choose the fragrance. I have the same fragrance in this, and this is one of the nicest curl creams I've ever used. It doesn't weigh my hair down. I can apply a fairly generous amount without it making my hair feel mushy or yucky or anything like that. It allows me to detangle super easily with zero weigh down. It is so incredibly lightweight, and again, definitely curl enhancing. It works great in my hair, and I can even use it for refreshes the next day without it weighing my hair down as well. So that's a nice feature to this, and it's a really good curl cream. I also have got the custom styling gel for strong touchable hold and bouncy waves, because everything is formulated for my hair type, which is a loose curl wavy pattern. So everything is kind of geared towards that. And this is a really lightweight, non-sticky gel. I think this has aloe vera in it, and yeah, again, the amazing fragrance as well. Can you see how much I've used? I don't know if you can. I really like the gel. And it leaves a very light cast. It's easy to break up. Really good longevity. I don't have a ton of frizz the next day. It's very easy to refresh. Very effortless products. Like, it's a very minimal styling routine, which I like because I can get these soft kind of beachy waves, which is my natural hair texture, and it's not frizzy and messy and going all over the place. It looks a little more styled, and just the effortlessness of these products is 10 out of 10 for me. And I love the fragrance. I love the whole experience of opening the package. It's all so beautifully done, and the experience of using the website and ordering from them was just a lovely experience and a great luxury. If it is in your budget, I think it's worth doing just to try it out, because it's truly is one of those very self-care type things. It feels like you're doing something very much for you that's so personalized and very almost like spa-like and tailored, just so personal, that it makes it a very special experience. And the products are so lovely that I've gotten from them that I'm very impressed and absolutely love the results that I get with my hair. That is all for makeup, skincare, hair care. I know it seemed like a lot this time as far as the makeup goes. I feel like I've been rambling for hours, and I probably have. Like, I have talked my lip gloss off, girl. Now, Pumpkin has already joined us, and I got to fill you in on that and being very thankful and relieved that she is doing good, and yeah, all the things there. It has been a bit of a trying month around here. It's been a month, let's put it that way. It's been a bit stressful and all the things, and I gotta say, I'm just very thankful that everything is okay right now. So last month, my dad suffered a stroke, and it was, according to the doctor, a miraculous recovery. That he was incredibly lucky to be walking out of the hospital with such minimal side effects. He had like one instance of aphasia and a little bit of confusion, just a little bit like not quite himself. Since then, every day has gotten a lot better. He had a couple of moments, I think, of, I wouldn't say full-on confusion, but maybe just a little disoriented, he said. And I think he lost a little bit of confidence in himself, and it was just, had some anxiety after the fact, and was just overthinking and worried, and I think that played a little bit into it. But he's made an amazing recovery. There's been a couple of other hospital trips post-stroke that were unrelated with his bradycardia and defibrillator and stuff. His blood pressure bottomed out one day after he'd gone back to work. So he's had a few ups and downs, but they've all worked out. He did have a minor bleed in his brain that they're keeping an eye on. I think he had a follow-up this week with the doctor, and there's been a lot of CT scans, MRIs, and all that jazz, but he's doing incredibly well, amazingly well, and is fully alert and lucid and has gone back to work as he is a project manager at a hospital, and he is currently the interior designer at the hospital. He ended up being an interior designer. I don't know how it happened. They offered him the job and he accepted. So he's back to work, designing, decorating a hospital currently. He just purchased a new truck last weekend. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. Pretty good. You would never know that he suffered a stroke a month ago. Truly one of those miracle-like things that I don't think we would have known, honestly, if he hadn't had that one day of being disoriented and having the aphasia. We probably would never have known that he had a stroke at all. And it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy, weird, and not the normal experience that I think goes along with that. And we're all just very, very thankful and relieved. So yeah, it's been a month. It's been a trying month, and all of that was going on while Pumpkin was having surgery. And just, life is, other stuff happens, and I also quit smoking. I have smoked on and off since I was 16. I'm 37, yes, 37. Had to do some math there in my head real quick. I've quit for periods of time and started back up and quit. And this is the first time that I've quit fully cold turkey and just stopped. And I just said I'm done. Been kind of working up to it for a little while, mentally preparing myself for it. Had a kind of a plan with one of my specialist doctors about it, and we were working on it. And she was like, just taper down, this and that. And I was like, that's not gonna work for me. I can't do this. It's all or nothing. So I was thinking about it, and I feel like I was kind of at one of those crossroads type things in life where it's like, if I continue smoking, I'm choosing an unhealthy lifestyle. I'm choosing more than just smoking. I'm choosing the bad, the darkness, the evil. Like, I just felt like I was between two paths, and that was going to be going the wrong direction. And then I had this other side of me that is pursuing a healthy lifestyle and bodybuilding and strength training and all of that. And I felt like I couldn't have both. It has to be one or the other. So I chose the healthy. I chose the gym over it. And if you had told me a few months ago that I'd made that decision, I would have said you're crazy. I never thought I would choose anything over smoking. But it was just one of those things. It was like, it had to be one or the other. I couldn't have both. And yeah, the first 2 days were pure hell of going cold turkey. Like, I've used the patch before. I've done like the cessation aids, and it just kind of makes the withdrawal prolonged but bearable-ish, but it goes on forever. Cold turkey, it's like basically 2 days of pure hell, and then a week that sucks, and then another week that kind of sucks, and then another week that kind of sucks, but that third week, you feel a hell of a lot better mentally. So I had 2 really bad days where I couldn't control my emotions. I cried all day, and it was real rough, and I would have never thought that dependency on nicotine would make me feel that way, but girl, I might be sounding overly dramatic when I talk about this, but that was a rough withdrawal. I'm still not 100% myself, I think, a little bit. Like, I still have days where I'm a little bit kind of down in the dumps, a little bit depressed, but it's getting better every day. And there are days I don't even think about smoking anymore. Like, I don't want it at all. I have gone to social gatherings with smokers and have not cared. Like, not wanted it. The times that I have quit smoking before, I looked for excuses to smoke socially and this and that, and like put myself in situations where I was like, oh, well, I gotta have one kind of thing or whatever. Like, I looked for reasons to get my hands on them. This time, I feel like the opposite. I want to avoid situations where they're around. I don't want any part of them. It just, my gut reaction is, ew, no, bad. Just, I have never had that feeling before. When I've quit prior, I've never felt this aversion to it and truly not want it. And even like the worst day, when I was like feeling my worst, those first couple of days, I didn't want to smoke those days. I just wanted the mental crazy feeling to go away. It wasn't that I was like, I gotta have a cigarette or something. It wasn't that at all. It was more just, I just wanted the bad feeling to go away. But I didn't want to smoke to make it go away. Don't know where this came from, really, though, like this willpower in me. Because it's definitely new and not how I normally am. But look, I'm gonna go with it and not gonna question it, because wow, I'm so proud of myself for doing this. I think about a month in, and I would have already messed up by now. Other times I would have had at least one. Nope. I mean, I've spent all day with two smokers separately, separate occasions. My stepmom, who smokes like a freight train, did fine. A day out with a friend, she was in the car smoking. I was fine. I was a little grumpy, but I was fine. I snacked on Twizzlers and wintergreen mints and got through it. It come down to just like a day by day feeling of just, I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna be a better version of myself. And that's kind of been an ongoing goal I've had for last couple of years, is trying to be a better version of me, physically, mentally, all the things. And I feel like smoking was the one thing that was truly holding me back mentally from feeling like I was making any progress across the board of improving myself, because it was the one vice I still had that I know is the worst one to have. I know how bad it is. My dad was a smoker. I see his health. I go to a breast specialist to pre-screen for cancer twice a year. I understand the ramifications of smoking. That's how strong addiction is, for one thing. And yeah, this is the first time in a long time that I have been totally nicotine free and not slipped up and not wanted to smoke or craved it or had dreams about it. Nothing. I've sat there watching shows where they smoke constantly in it, like Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Man in the High Castle and stuff, and it doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even register that that's happening in the show until like I notice it, and I'm like, wow. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's maybe some kind of divine intervention type of thing of just, maybe I'm just on the right path. And it's, I don't know. But I'm gonna go with it. And yeah, that was the one thing I felt like that was holding me back, though, and it was something I was very much ashamed of. Wasn't proud. I didn't like people see me in public smoking. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it, I felt bad about it and embarrassed by it. And now I don't know. I feel freer for sure. I don't feel like I'm chained to something. I made it full month nicotine free, and I don't think I've ever done that. Fully nicotine free. I've always cheated and it's snuck one or something. Like I never fully quit, and especially not cold turkey. And yeah, it was harder and easier than I thought it would be. That first 2 days were horrible. I laid in bed and cried for 2 days straight and had horrible migraines and felt like garbage and didn't know who I even was and just hated everything and had no interest in anything. And that lingered for a little while. The depression side of it definitely lingered to where I just felt truly depressed and like that lack of interest and all of that. Like I hadn't felt that so long that I forgot what that felt like, and it sucked. But every day was a little bit better. Every day's gotten a little bit better, and every day's a little bit better. And yeah, I feel like I just defeated like the biggest demon that I had, and it feels good because that was the one thing I never could really quit. Very proud of myself and surprised by myself a lot. Like I don't know where this, like I said, I don't know where this willpower in me came from. It feels like it come from God. Like I don't know, but I'll take it. and last thing, I'm very thankful for the supportive friends and family lately who've been there for me and my dad and all the things. Very thankful for them, and my husband for putting up with me going through the nicotine withdrawal. Because ooh girl. And for my friends for listening to me fuss and gripe and whine the last month. So yeah, and just being supportive and checking in and that kind of thing. Very thankful, very thankful, and mushy stuff, feeling loved and all that jazz. Okay, anyways, that's enough rambling for today. And yeah, let me know down below how you feel about any of these products we talked about today. What is something that you're proud of yourself for accomplishing? What is something good that's happened to you lately? Or what lip gloss are you just loving right now? Anything that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, or happy or proud or just good, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it, because this is a place of positivity and good kindness and empowering one another. And yeah, just yeah. That's what these videos are, and talking about what we're grateful for and all the good things in life, all the good things. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of that down below. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now. Girl, I gotta stop drinking so much coffee before I film pumpkin. Ooh, girl. Editing me is gonna hate every second of this.